Welcome to the InfoCast, and it has been a while, and we're just gonna jump into the news here, and by the end of this, we'll rank some Silent Hill games. Okay, here we go. It's been a while, so this might take a long time to go through, but the latest, let's start here. Pokemon Legends Z to A sales top 5.8 million in 1 week. Wow, nice. I guess, but I don't know if you guys have seen some videos circulating that the graphics on some of the textures look like complete crap. But users don't care. It's Pokemon. They'll pay for it. Personally, I'm not a fan. Moving on. After disappointing sales, Star Wars Outlaws studio endures voluntary career transition program. And we're just gonna. I don't get it. Star Wars Outlaws Studio endures. Okay, so this is the Outlaws game. Okay, I did enjoy this game. I know a lot of people weren't a fan of this. I like playing it in the Star Wars universe. I thought the graphics were good. I even beat the expansion packs, but it did not do well on sales here. It looks like they posted this. Massive remains fully committed to the roadmap, creating great experiences for players around the world, including Division 2, Survivors, Resurgence. What's all this? And the Division 3. Oh, okay. Is this new? That I didn't even know they were making Division 3. Or is this old? Oh, this is new. Okay. So I guess that's good news because Division was one of the good titles that are really enjoyable. It did get kind of grindy at the end. But it's still a fun game and worthy of another sequel or trilogy at this point. It'll be the third part. The other ones are updates. It looks like expansions. But anyways, I'm moving on to this. It's called Halo Campaign Evolved. A lot of people are disappointed because they did not release a multiplayer for it. And they basically just upped the graphics, added, I was looking at these comments, they added sprinting. And here it is in action. Graphics look really good, but I don't get why they did this. We had an anniversary collection. I guess it's using Unreal Engine, but people want multiplayer. They would have liked it with the multiplayer. I guess because there's already the multiplayer. They just thought they'd make a quick buck and release it on PS5 as well. That was the thing I was surprised about right here. Was it's coming to PlayStation 5. But this would have been a perfect way to give PlayStation 5 owners a multiplayer experience. So, there's no more 343. Well, it's the same studios. It's Halo Studios, as you see at the bottom right corner here. But there's still, like, nothing has changed. They're still releasing half-assed crap. And someone here points that out. I was reading. Why can't Microsoft just put out a complete Halo game, campaign, multiplayer, Forge in one package? Well, because it's not Microsoft, because it's still 343, they just rebranded as Halo Studios. And I know a lot of people even left from back when it was 343. Like, I don't know them personally, but I was reading in the news of a few people left within the years, and they reformed a new, like, there's still some veteran people there, I guess, but nothing has changed, as you see. It's terrible that they canceled Halo Infinite's couch co-op, but then I guess they didn't see themselves making any money on that. So this seems like a quick cash grab because PlayStation 5 owners who have not played Halo are more likely gonna play this, and what better way to introduce them than with the first game, but then you totally fumble it by not giving multiplayer. Like, who approves this shit and tells people go with it? Like, you're a studio in control of Halo that used to be one of the best franchises ever for Xbox, and you're going multi-platform. You want to go big, or yeah, you go home. Alright, anyways. Borderlands 4 launch and Switch 2 hardware sales drive U.S. game spending to $4.8 billion. I guess it's saying it did well. U.S. monthly charts. Gearbox software titles debuts at number 1 following September 12 release. I guess that's good news for Borderlands fans. Also, when PS5 still 80 million. Okay, I'm not gonna read every comment, but just gotta try to skim through the best I can. Silent Hills. A Japanese teacher introduces terrifying new way for students to learn English playing Hideo Kojima's PT demo. Somehow this teacher managed to download PT and not delete it for the last 9 years. And I don't understand what you would teach your students having them play that game. Blue School reported by Automation. Students were required to play through the experience in English as well as give each player's commands in English, such as walk around the room, answer the phone. Apparently, students were particularly alarmed when the phone started ringing, but were encouraged to talk about through natural English expressions. Okay. I guess that's a fun little activity for those students. Unhinged debut trailer. I have not heard of this game. And okay, that's Unhinged. No comment. Original versus remake. You know, they should actually compare it with not the original, but the Anniversary Collection. Because we know it looks better graphically. I don't know how people are going to feel about adding sprint, but I don't think it matters in the campaign. If it was multiplayer, then it would matter more. So, but yeah, who cares about this comparison? Battlefield 6 Battle Royale. Official name and release reportedly leaked online. Another Battle Royale. I cannot stand Battle Royale, but here's the thing with Battlefield compared to other games like that come out, like Gray Zone, for example, or what's a new one? Arc Raiders, I think it's called. Arc Raiders, Survival Extraction, and that's it. And people are calling for Game of the Year. One game mode. One game that surrounds the whole thing. It's like Fortnite Battle Royale. And I know it's popular. I know the younger generation likes this. But Battlefield 6 is traditional multiplayer. It's got Conquest. It's got Team Deathmatch. It's got Deathmatch. And now it's coming out with Battle Royale. And like even one of the Call of Duties has DMZ, which is basically their extraction shooter. So, like, I'm not here to knock down those survival extraction games because they're made by smaller studios. But then again, you know, you got Bungie working on Marathon. It's like people are praising these one game mode, one hit wonder games, and then moving on to the next one hit wonder game. When our generation, like the older generation that grew up with Battlefield 2 and afterwards Bad Company and all that, we have all these game modes in one package with single player and even co-op sometimes with like Battlefield 3. But people are willing to throw down $59.99 or $69.99 nowadays and even get these complete packages just for one extraction shooter. Because it's just that same game loop. I guess everyone enjoys something differently. I get that. But personally, I'm not going to go out there, dish $60. And I know most of these games are free to play, actually. Like, I think Arc Raiders might be free to play. But again, it's a one-hit wonder, one game mode. And then they make 10 different copies with 10 different names. It's just ridiculous. Like, I can't do it anymore. It's just like Battle Royale. When that got popular, the next Battle Royale game. Now this game has Battle Royale. Now this game has... It's just the game mode to me. It's not like a full package and worthy to keep playing. So that's my little rant on that. Outer Worlds 2, it looks like it launched. We'll get into the video game releases. Tech Bro uses AI to create the worst first-person shooter ever. Elon Musk's fever dream. Okay, that's just a comment. And I don't like seeing video ads, so look that one up, guys, because I'm not clicking on that website again. Assassin's Creed was supposed to be a trilogy and end with Desmond Miles' death in Assassin's Creed 3. Ubisoft got drunk on the franchise. Okay, this is a comment. Success and let it continue. You know what sucks is, like, they ended it with Desmond, but then one of the books has the son continue and then finish off the Juno or whoever came out. If you guys played it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then they just gave you little short snippets when they made new titles, like they were undecided what to do with the present day, and then they just never got back to it, which sucks. They should have just ended that story, but they kept trying to milk it, and then they ended up milking it with just giving you the In Animus story, and then Out of Animus didn't mean anything anymore. Games die when they start to disappear up their own butts a bit. So that's a quote there. Ubisoft initially planned for Assassin's Creed 3 to be the historical action-adventure series final entry, dying with protagonist Desmond Miles, but upon Brotherhood and Revelations release, the entire course of the franchise was changed for good. Yeah, well, it sucks they never finished that story, so fuck you, Ubisoft. You piece of shit. Never gave us the ending, you gave us it in a damn book. Alright. Moving on. Mario's getting his own balloon at the 99th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Alright. Good for them, I guess. Street Fighter 6 champion Karuko retires due to serious health issues. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. My hands are already about to break trying to play these fighting games or getting these blisters. So, who knows with professional fighting. I don't even know what to say, man. Congrats to him, I guess. Go home, Anne. Yep, go home, because I'm not reading that. I don't care for that. Sure, okay, I won't be an asshole. A free content update to the first-person horror game is coming in early access alongside with the PS4, PS5, and Xbox Series. I've never heard of Go Home, but it looks like it's a horror game. And it's reminding me kind of Layers of Fear. Interesting idea with camera. And that's a cool thing about indie games. They come up with ideas that AAA developers don't. So this game's called Go Home. If you haven't checked it out and you're interested, go ahead and do that. Live service games are not real games, former PlayStation boss says. Sean Lee. You know what? I wouldn't agree that they're not real games, but they've opened up a market to just, like Destiny 2, constantly just take advantage of the player and keep trying to sell them shit content or little slabs of shit each month of content. So I'm sure he's got a point in here where, like, we need to get back to the traditional online multiplayer gaming instead of games as a service, battle passes. I mean, I know it was bad back then with DLCs and add-on content, but it's just going down the drain. I mean, look at Destiny 2, how hard it's failing right now with release. Like, I can show you right now how ridiculous it is. Like, I was just looking, so I have like with all the reward points, I have, I can get like $10 off, and if I earn a little bit more points, I can get $15 off. I don't know how to check again the rewards. Let me see, view profile, maybe shows somewhere here. Hit back. Either way, I almost have like $15 in reward points. Oh, here. I said my rewards right there, and I clicked on Insider. So you see that I got 13,722, so I'm close to getting 15. And I'm like, you know what? Let me see what Destiny 2's latest expansion is worth, because I haven't even bought it, and I've been making video content for the longest time. And I was just checking what we're at. We're almost around the 15-minute mark. But I was curious to see how much it cost. And I'm looking, and look, they show Lightfall, which I already own. Then they show the Final Shape with a price 65%, $10.49. Like, whoever organized this crap is a complete idiot. You click on Final Shape. Look at this. It's trying to sell me Final Shape for $10. You go down here. I already own it. So I had to remember, like, wait a second. Didn't I already own it? Not that I know I played it, but so I transferred from Steam to Xbox and bought a package again to not play on Steam anymore because I'm ending that account and not supporting Steam. That will come on another episode when I do Epic vs. Steam, so look forward to that. But anyways, I'm looking for the new expansion. What's the new expansion called? I can't remember the name. And then I'm looking. I'm like, Renegades. It was not called Renegades. But here you have $39.99. Then you got $66.99. I'm like, okay, I don't want the ultimate edition. Let me just get the regular one. Knock off $15 off. And then I'm looking. I'm like, wait a second. I know it wasn't called Renegades. So what the hell is this crap? I look down here, and then it says it's just like reward pass or whatever. You look at Year of Prophecy. It says, look, the Edge of Fate. So that's the expansion I hadn't played yet. That was before Renegades. So they released another one already, Renegades, and are charging $39.99. It doesn't include the Edge of Fate unless you buy the higher version. Or here we got a 33% sale. Go to the game here, and this is the best package. And I'm like, I don't want to pay that much money. Even with $15 off, I don't want to pay that much money just to play the expansion. You go check what it has. It's got like the Star Wars armor set. I guess that's cool, but I don't want that. I just want the game. I wanted to play it in order. I didn't even want Renegades. So I'm like, oh, here's Edge of Fate. Okay, let me play this, and then maybe I'll think about getting... But you go to it, and it tells you it's not available anymore. Well, when it decides to load, you guys can see. Let's go back. Oh, okay. Well, now it's showing the price down here. Edge of Fate, $39.99. Go to game. I could have sworn. See, look, purchase options not available. So I was like, okay, so they took this off, so they're forcing you to buy Renegades with a package. Or sorry, they're forcing you to buy the higher package just to get there. But then, look, $39.99. Maybe that's old. Let's go to game. Okay, so they do let you buy it. Okay, I was going to freak out because earlier I saw the other one that said not available. So I guess they rebundled it. But man, what a scam. $40 for here, $40 for Renegades, or here, get the sale and get all these items that you didn't want, but we're giving you good extra items for $66.99. It's a $100 package. Why'd you have to slash it from $99.99? Because it's been failing. And that was the point I was coming here. So games as a service, man. Let them all die. Who cares, man? Like, MMOs, okay, but... And some MMOs, not all, but... Jeez, man, like, battle passes, shit passes... I'm done with it, man. Like, I might get that freaking game just to see where it takes it, but I know I'm going to be disappointed. I know it's going to be some half-assed campaign taking you to old areas. That's all Destiny has been. The problem is I've played them all, and I just want to finish them all, but I will not pay $40. I'll wait for a Black Friday sale. That 66 better be at least slashed to, or at max slashed to 40. Or if it goes down to 20, that's amazing. But the most I would pay for it is 40. Alright, anyways, I went on too much with that. Okay, Elden Ring Tarnished Edition delayed to 2026. That was a Switch 2 release. And what date are we on here? We're at October 23rd. Damn, there's been a lot of stuff that came out since the last episode of this. Tormented Souls 2. I think that was an indie title on Steam. It's old school Resident Evil type. Camera angles. I recall I liked how it looked. There's some HD Dragon Quest. Assassin's Creed Shadows has a new roadmap with new expansions coming out. I haven't finished this game. Baldur's Gate 3 could be in the works for Switch 2. Cool, I guess. Pacific Drive, Whispers, System Shock, Remake Switch 1 and 2. So a lot of these announcements that Switch 2 is getting all these third-party titles. And it looks like new Kirby happened during the Nintendo Direct. Ninja Gaiden 4, oh yeah, that came out. I've been playing some of that. But I went back to Black Myth Wukong to finish that off after suffering with Silent Hill F. So that rating is coming. So we are coming out with new content that will be game ratings, and we will rate games, and Silent Hill F will be one of the first ones. An unknown publisher has unintentionally re-released 2006 Scarface The World Is Yours early. Okay. The publisher incorporated user mods into the product without awarding any credit for it. So this was like a Vice City wannabe game. I remember playing it, and then the last mission was nearly impossible, but you survive instead of dying. And then they had an alternative ending to Scarface compared to the movie. Metroid Prime producer Kensuke Tanabe reveals creative tensions with retro and new book. Alright. A lot of people were disappointed by the motorcycle driving in the game, but I didn't think it's too bad. We'll see how it turns out with the real game. Mortal Kombat 2 movie shimmels forward a week in May, avoiding clash with The Mandalorian. Oh, so next year we're getting Mandalorian, the movie, and Mortal Kombat 2 earlier. Remedy CEO Tiro. Okay, so I'm looking for bigger headliners here. So anything you guys see, there's Arc Creators, and this has been popular. I know it's an extraction shooter. I'm just sick of battle royale extraction shooters. It's like one studio after another, and I think there's even Exo something. I forgot what it was called. I was playing it a while ago. It's like enough is enough. Bloodlines 2, that's Vampire Bloodlines 2. I know that's a new title coming out, very popular one. And Outer Worlds 2, Ninja Gaiden 4. And if I recall, there was a new Ghosts of Yotai or something. I think I mentioned it on the last one. They're getting prepped for Black Ops 7 beta. Mind's Eye, League of Legends. This is definitely last TwitchCon, Hyper. Okay, who cares? Unless you guys do, let me know. Battlefield 6, we know about that. And that's been going on. I haven't gotten it yet, but I do plan to eventually. I know Black Friday usually has some nice discounts. I might get it then. Donkey Kong Bonanza, that had the new DLC. Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto explains Nintendo's new fascination with movies. Okay, so we'll be seeing the Zelda movie soon. And I think we can call it here. Ninja Gaiden, he brought back Ninja Gaiden, Itagaki. I forgot which version was it. Ninja Gaiden 2. He brought it back, made it popular again, and it was a good hit. Maybe it was the Ninja Gaiden 1 when it was remade. But yeah, if you want to check this episode out here, the developer of this the CEO of this website, used to know him. And okay, I think good to move on here. It's actually getting me dizzy. Anything I missed? Oh, ROG Xbox Ally. So this is Xbox's handheld. It's out. It's powerful. There's different versions. It's expensive, but it might be worth it. It might. I'm gonna assume because I didn't play it, but I know based on the specs, it's better than the Steam Deck, and it's running Windows, so you can play on Epic Games client, Steam, Battle.net, or Blizzard app, and mostly any PC game that you can download from whatever clients. And here you have it. Some people playing PlayStation games on Steam. Okay. Usually I have a drink here, like some water, coffee. I'm getting really tired. Alright, so week of October 4, go back to October 20, we'll start here. Fantasy Maiden Wars. These are the video game releases for the week. Escape Simulator 2. What is this, like, escape room? I'm assuming. And is there no videos? Nothing? Is it horror? Sequel to the best-selling escape room game. Yep, so it's the escape room. Is it online? That would be nice. Where does it say again? In-game chat, online activity. Okay, yeah. So interesting. Oh, it's right here. Online PvP co-op. Nice. That sounds good. Jurassic World Evolution, Ninja Gaiden 4. That's a big hitter for the week. So far, I played 2 chapters. I'm disappointed. I don't see Ryu. I hope it's not a game where it's just focused on a new character, because the last one I finished was Ninja Gaiden 2. Then 3 came out and it wasn't so popular. And then that other one that was focused on another character trying to kill him, I tried it out, but I didn't get past like the first half. I played only for like a half hour. Anyways, Painkiller. Looks like it's coming out, re-release or something. What is this, the old one? Or a new one, I guess. And there's another big hitter, Vampire Masquerade, Bloodlines 2, Peak Castle, I Mother, Relic Guardian, Trenches VR, Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit, another AVGN game. I beat the first one, I remember. I didn't play the second one. I didn't like the first one too much. I didn't know another one was coming out. Anyways, Double Dragon Revive. That's really old school. Yeah, I might want to check this one out. It's a beat 'em up. Alright, Farthest Frontier, Godbreakers, Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. Around October 23rd. Power Wash Simulator 2. I guess the first one did good. The Crazy Hyper. I think people just buy these out of the funny names. I don't know. The Lonesome Guild. October 23rd. Tormented Souls 2. That's the Resident Evil type I was talking about earlier. And let me just make sure that was the one I was talking about. And look, there's even a discount right now. Oh, it's not really showing the angles, but I recall it was just like the camera angles were like Resident Evil. It is survival horror. Old school Resident Evil, that is. Once Upon a Katamari, they still make these games where you just roll into a ball and collect and like attach things to it. Remember playing that on PlayStation 2. Successor, I've never heard of that, and that looks like the last. Or actually, we'll go till October 26th. Yeah, which is Sunday. Where were we? Successor. What the hell was that? And I guess since 27 is Monday, we'll stop at this game. That's why I'm going to revisit. It doesn't show any information here, so... Why does it... Oh. I'm going to assume it's on Steam. And here it is. It is a single-player game. Looks like a mobile game. I don't know. Oh, well, that's it. So the big hitters were Vampires, Bloodlines 2, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2, and Ninja Gaiden 4. Unless you guys think something else is bigger, like Pokemon Legends EA, which I am not a fan of. So that was the releases. We are at what? Oh, almost a half hour. Okay, so this is the last segment here. I wanted to rank Silent Hill games, and then I'm hoping to finish off a game rating, which is basically our equivalent of game reviews. We don't want to do long game reviews. We want to try to do game ratings within 5 minutes and get them on the channel. It's going to be talking over video footage and then scoring it at the end. But this one's going to give you a sneak peek on what I think of Silent Hill F, because I'm going to be ranking the Silent Hill games. So this is backlogged, where you can add games that you are currently playing, that you have played. I just added games recently played, not because I played way too many games to remember. Things on the backlog that you'd like to play and so on. It has a journal, has everything that you would want to make for lists. So check out Backlogged. It's a really useful website. And that's not sponsorship or anything. This is just what I personally use. So, okay, let's start with Silent Hill. So we added it to the list. I don't even know how this is going to work. I don't know. I guess I can drag and drop here. So let's see. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is put left side, because I'm going to assume they're going to push down. So the top one's going to be the better game, and lower it's going to be the worst game. So here we have Silent Hill 1 versus Silent Hill F, and Silent Hill 1 was my favorite Silent Hill game for the longest time. A lot of people enjoyed Silent Hill 2 as their favorite, but 1 was mine. And then when F came out, they started trying to say that, oh, the Metacritic is gonna be getting as good as Silent Hill 1 and 2. Check out these reviews and blah blah blah. Let's see what they're at now. I haven't. Okay, 86. So it went down from a 90. Didn't even get near Silent Hill 2. The user scores are average, and I remember saying that I agreed with at least IGN's review of giving it a 7 instead of these high scores, 9 and whatever. And then I said it might be even a 6.8, but believe it or not, it's going to be lower than that because how much it annoyed the crap out of me. So I just wanted to quickly see two. Oh, it is also at an 86. Really? Silent Hill 2 is at an 86. Let's see, 2001, 89, 86. Ah, jeez. Ridiculous. Journalists are ridiculous. But it is just their opinions, and we can't really see one for part 1 because there's only 4 user ratings. Okay, let's go back to my list here. So I rank Silent Hill 1 over Silent Hill F. A PS1 game is way better than Silent Hill F. You have freaking guns in the game, not just combat. Silent Hill 2 2024. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I'm going to just reveal it now since whatever I'm finding on this list, I'm going to pick it up. I really enjoyed it. Like, this remake was amazing. It was way better than the original PS1 for me, and I even liked it more than Silent Hill 1 because Silent Hill 1 is outdated. Now they are remaking Silent Hill 1, and I cannot wait for that. I hope it is as good as Silent Hill 2. Story-wise, I always liked Silent Hill 1 and the continuation to Silent Hill 3, and 2 was more of like the I think it's a prequel to 4. So 2 and 4 connected, and 1 and 3 were like direct sequels. And then there were the other ones that came out. So let's go ahead and rank them. And I'll get to commenting more about Silent Hill F. So let's see where we at here. Silent Hill 3. So this was the continuation of 1. I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as I liked Silent Hill 1. It was a cool game, but nowhere near. It was still had the horror and all that. Let's go. Like, I don't want to go in depth explaining a game that I played years ago, which I still have a vague memory of, but it's just not here to explain every title. I'm just ranking them, and then we got Silent Hill 2. So believe it or not, this popular game, I did like it a lot less than I liked Silent Hill 3. I remember one thing saying that because, okay, so I did play Silent Hill 3 before I played Silent Hill 2. So I remember liking the environments a lot more, even though they had similar hospital environments, but like they had like carnival environments, more creepier areas in 3 than 2. And again, I like the story continuation to 1, whereas 2 didn't have any previous connections. And the remake, though, for Silent Hill 2, it was just graphically and visually impressive, and it did have a good story. So I understood it more once I replayed it versus when I was a kid. That's also probably why I enjoyed it more, and a lot less back then. The Silent Age. Okay, we got to put Silent Hill just to get Silent Hill titles. We added 2, 3. Origins. Origins was a pretty good game, believe it or not. It was on PSP, and it was the trucker. And if I recall, the trucker connects to Silent Hill Downpour, which was one of the worst Silent Hill games ever made. But hey, guess what? Silent Hill F might take that cake because it is just as bad. But at least at least Silent Hill Downpour, you still had guns, but I'll go into why I think it's worse than F. Not just because of the guns, but also why it compares so well to Silent Hill Downpour once I get there. Silent Hill Origins, so definitely like it more than Silent Hill F. I don't think it's better than Silent Hill 2, so I kind of got the top 4 right here so far. Or no, actually I did enjoy one, and people might call me crazy for this, but we'll get to it. Anyways, Origins, you played as the trucker. I recall you didn't get much guns. It was more combat, but this is the way to do only combat, not how they did it here. The story, the settings, and okay, so Silent Hill 5 or F can easily be a good horror game. Just take away the Silent Hill title. Don't use that title. Make it its own game, because that is not Silent Hill. Just throw in Fog and call it Silent Hill is not the way to do it. And I get they have comparisons with the Good World, Dark World crap, but it is not Silent Hill. It's in Japan. And at first I thought maybe it'll link to Silent Hill, but this was Silent Hill in the past, and I get each character has their own nightmare, but what was always common in every game is that it was a town, and it was the same town, just different areas, different environments, different things of that town, but it was still very similar in how it looked. And I wouldn't have been so disappointed if Silent Hill F wasn't such complete crap. Like, I played walking simulators and running away simulators. Outlast 2 is one of the best ones, and that is a great game. But other walking simulators that you just gotta hide and run away from creatures, those are annoying. I think I enjoyed those a lot better than Silent Hill F, even though you can combat in F. It was one of the worst combats, and I can go on forever. Anyways, Downpour. So, why these two compare a lot? First of all, let me put it ahead of F, because, and a lot of people are going to get pissed off about this, more likely that are enjoying Silent Hill F. I put Downpour here because, again, you can... I hardly remember it. We did get guns in that game, right? Let's ask AI. Yes, it did. See, it did have gunplay, and that's why it does get higher than there, because you actually got to defend yourself. You didn't get hit once and half your health bar went away, and didn't tell you hard is the normal mode and play action easy mode. You don't do easy hard. Either way, Downpour was a lot better. Not a lot better. It's as bad as Silent Hill F, sorry. So this is the crime it commits when it comes to Silent Hill F. It had different types of creatures that were unrelated to Silent Hill. Now, Silent Hill F kind of tries to make them similar, like the nurses, the way they move, like robotic kind of. That's how the nurses in Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 were, but the difference is they reuse the same creatures throughout the whole game and every type of environment. That is committing the Silent Hill crime, because the other Silent Hill games would have certain enemies in certain areas. Like, the nurses were only in the hospitals. The other creatures were like the dogs and the little animatronic, what do you call those those dolls? Those doll-looking creatures were always roaming the streets. The bats. Like, they had certain creatures in certain areas where they just reuse the same creatures in every single environment. And those cheap cutscene moves, like, am I playing WWE SmackDown where some guy online is just doing a quick cutscene move on me? Like, it's so much bad things about this game, even the puzzles. And that's another great thing to bring up. So recently I did make a short about the puzzles, and I actually did have it solved. But the thing is, I wasn't sure, because there's, like, the poem they give you could mean anything. It could mean absolutely anything based on the wall. And let me see if I can pull that up really quickly to explain. And here it is, Raging on the Wall. So it gives you this poem where, I'm like, so there's a black and white bird. They're going to be clashing at each other. There's going to be a fox not paying attention to him. That's what I got out of reading that poem. How do I mute this? Because I don't want it playing twice. What are we at here? 40 minutes. Okay, so here's the wall. And I think there was 9, not 12 spots. I start cursing about 12 different spots and only 3 to put. So right here, this fan part is the right one. Right here, there's this guy. He's like everyone is carrying him. He's like the king. So what do you think? His followers. The poem talks about his followers. So you think it's the guy in the middle with the king, not some random guy waving a fan around. So that's what threw me off. So their poem could be anything, and that's bad puzzle making. Just to sit there guessing and, oh, that's what they were trying to say. Like, that's not good puzzle making. And then these two, like, it looks like he's holding a bird cage. It's like, what is that thing? What are they? And this is looking like some medicine test tube or something. But look, it looks like some sort of bow and arrow. I couldn't tell, but it's supposed to be a string and I guess a cage. And then he's pulling on it. So I figured I put the white bird and black bird in there. And then I put the fox on the king that I was talking about earlier, and then it was wrong. So I'm like, okay, man, I don't know. I took it out. I started mixing around. And I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. So they're supposed to be struggling. That was the right one, plus the guy with the fan. Really? Like, ridiculous puzzle design. We had good puzzles, not dumb puzzles. So look, it could be, why was it this guy? If this guy's also looking away and this guy's also looking away, oh, he's holding the fan. Does the fan represent he's a king? Because I don't know that. Because you'd think the guy's sitting in here while everyone's carrying him. And why is this guy, why are these all his followers versus this guy's followers? Like, you need to give another hint into the poem that separates those two. Because I get the ones with the struggle, but even that is far-fetched. And then another bad thing about this puzzle is, so from here it was cut in half in the journal and only showing this portion. So I thought this portion doesn't matter based on the journal. So the game shows you something that throws you off into the puzzle. And yeah, some people might think it was easy. They're like, oh, they're struggling. Oh, okay, let me try. If I would have tried just the guy with the fan, it would have worked. Then again, look, this guy's looking away from these two. So what separates him and him? Oh, there's no followers behind him. But like I said with the other ones, there was 2 guys that could have been followers. You'd think the king guy would be a follower, but no, he's a follower because he's standing up walking. Stupid puzzle. It just pisses me off thinking about it. So even this had dumbass puzzles. Downpour, I don't think, committed that crime. I would have remembered if there was a dumb puzzle. No other Silent Hill game had a puzzle that was ridiculous like that. So, one with gunplay, one with combat, both with shit-ass enemies. But at least one had a normal character and a normal story, where one had just some dumbass storyline where you have to beat it 4 times, I read online, just to get a real storyline. And Dark Souls like boss fights that are cheap as hell. I mean, I kept replaying it and then it turns easy because I played Dark Souls game, but why would I continue playing such a crap ass game that is like the bottom of the pit of Souls type games mixed with horror? I don't know what they're thinking. Just stop copying Souls like games, make your own games, stick to your own shit, and fuck off. Anyways, continuing. You got Silent Hill 4 The Room. This did it right. This was different than 1, 2, and 3 and did something different and was still successful at it. It wasn't as good as the other ones, but it could be called a Silent Hill game. And it all happened in one room, but it transferred you to different areas. Different things started happening to the room as you evolved. It was an incredible game. Honestly, I want to put it over 2, but I can't say that because it was still the lowest peak of after coming off of these 3 great titles. But it was an excellent title. And that is the wave. That is the formula you should use, at least if you're creating a new type of Silent Hill game. Not this crap combat formula. Or look at what Resident Evil is doing. Look at Resident Evil 9. It didn't come out. Yeah, I get it. But the director even said he's choosing this new character. And this new character is a little bit helpless. But she's still got guns. She's still got ways to defend herself. Yeah, she has to run from time to time to make the game intense. But she's not Chris Redfield who's gonna sit there and fight all these creatures and punch them into another boulder. But that is the right way to do it. Silent Hill used to be compared to Resident Evil. It used to be 1-to-1, only Silent Hill had the psychological horror, but it still had the same combat, same horror intensity. Not same horror, better horror even. And that's how they should do a new Silent Hill game. Look what Resident Evil is doing and compete with them. Don't try to make this mix match complete garbage, man. It just pisses me off thinking of this crap. Let's continue. I'm taking it way too serious, I know. Okay, let's go on to... I don't know what Enhanced Edition I never played. Apparently they got rid of the fog, and even the developers like, what is this crap? I did play Silent Hill the short message. You were saved, Silent Hill F. You are completely saved because this is the lowest complete garbage, complete piece of dog shit of a Silent Hill game that I've seen, and I know it's a bunch of students trying something new and trying to make like a runaway horror game, but stop. Make your own title. Stop using the Silent Hill game. Not cool. And that is... So it was about suicide. I was trying to get a message out there that, hey, if you're suffering from suicide, but don't use Silent Hill. Make your own game. Don't use another title to add your crap storyline to it and crap gameplay. So I forgot all about that. So Silent Hill F is not the worst Silent Hill game, thankfully. Silent Hill, the short message is. Where are we here? Now this is the one people are not going to agree with me because when it came out, there was a lot of opinions here, but I really enjoyed Silent Hill Homecoming, and I'm gonna put it right here, even above Silent Hill 2. And people are gonna, I know people are gonna freak out about this, but when I saw this in real time, going from good to evil world, this was like the real first HD 1080p game. If you had 720p, amazing looking graphic. I mean, I won't say amazing. I mean, there was better looking games, but amazing looking Silent Hill game in real time. You played as a combat veteran, and he was strong. He could defend himself. You had guns. You could take on creatures. You're not scared. I know you're supposed to feel the scared intensity, but no, you're supposed to feel it, but also barely survive it, and then conquer it. And that's what Silent Hill Homecoming felt like. And a lot of people will say, yeah, 2 was better, but no, I really enjoyed this. The storyline, it had a great twist. Great storyline altogether with his brother, and this one was really good. Like, I want to give it over 3, but because I like the 1 and 3 continuation, I'm going to leave it right here. I highly recommend this game. Original fans, again, are going to disagree with this, but I remember it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was a long time since we had gotten a Silent Hill game, and then this came out. A real, like, another main title instead of a remake, because we got the Shattered Memories, which I think is next. The Shattered Memories right here, yeah. So it was good. So this one came out on Wii. It was an exclusive, and it was supposed to be a retelling of Silent Hill 1. It was nowhere near as good as Silent Hill 1. They lost their goddamn mind on this. But it was still somewhat enjoyable. I remember I played it in a day. It was very short. So, I don't know. I don't know where I want to put it. I guess it was more enjoyable. Yeah, it was more enjoyable than Downpour. It still had its, like, what's the word people this generation uses? Cringy moments. I need to clear out my mouth. I'm going to get some water after using that dumbass word. You could have just remade Silent Hill 1. What were you guys thinking? Ridiculous. Anyways, I did enjoy it. That it was something new, but also trying to tell a different story. It was a shit story. It was a shit retelling, I should say, but it had some enjoyment, some gimmicky moving around with your hands with the flashlight. I guess that was cool back then. I did play through it all, but I recall there were some ridiculous moments. Oh, that was the other thing. You had to run away. So this is a perfect example of running away. And I hate running away in games where I like to defend myself, but you ran away and it was still better than a game with combat like Silent Hill F. Okay, is this all? Are we done here? No. So HD Collection was the one I didn't play, not the Enhanced Edition. Unless Enhanced Edition was a part of HD Collection, and that's where the developer complained about all the fog getting removed. Excuse me. Restless Dreams. I think that was a demo? Was that a demo disc? I don't know. Or was it DLC? I don't recall playing that unless it was included. So I'm just going to leave that out. Where do we got, or what else we got left here? What are we running at? Almost an hour. We're at 51 minutes. Silent Hills. Too bad this never came out. That was supposed to be the Kojima game, but he left. He got fired, he got fired from Konami, and made PT, and it had all this hidden messages about what assholes his bosses wanted to make pachinko. Wanted to use Metal Gear characters in pachinko, which they ended up doing after they fired him, and they did make a lot more money and stopped making these big budget games that they were paying him. So I get the reason, but Kojima not letting them use his characters, or trying to stop them from using his characters for gambling, I guess I would agree with that. Well, like, don't take these characters, but they did it anyways. So anyways, what the hell? What's Silent Hill Ascension? I never played this. I think this was the Diablo-like game, so I still have to play this game. It sucks because I want to rank all of them, but unfortunately I didn't play them. What I would say is if I did play it and I enjoyed the Diablo-type gameplay, I'd probably put it right here. Because anything under is complete crap. But since I didn't, I'm going to leave it off the list. Am I missing anything else here? Am I forgetting something besides PT? Silent Hill Orphan? What the hell was that? It's a mobile game. Okay, yeah, I didn't play that. Alright, so we can get rid of that. Silent Hill play novel. Probably just videos of Silent Hill 1 cutscenes. Book of Memories. Did I not put that already? Or was that the Diablo type? Okay, this looks like... Oh, this was the Vita Diablo type. So what was the other one? How come I haven't heard of that one? Is that another mobile game? Where was it? Ascension? Oh, I did play this one. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, I did add it. Okay. This was the mobile game that came out more recently. I'm sorry, Silent Hill: The Short Message. So let's get rid of Book of Memories. That's the one I didn't play that was like Diablo type. But I'm sorry, Silent Hill: The Short Message. There's an even bigger pile of shit than you. And that was Silent Hill Ascension. What kind of garbage spewing shit? Who decides to release that complete crap infested diarrhea. Oh man, I cannot believe what I loaded. So it was a mobile game. You load it and you watch a bunch of videos. You do decisions, and each week they swap out. Stop using the Silent Hill name on your complete shit projects. Great example of doing that. And yes, it was way worse than the short message. It was way worse than Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F, yeah, I know it's considered, people consider it good. Silent Hill F on people's list would probably be above Origins at least, and even 4, and Homecoming would be lower. I get it, but this is the bottom of the shit bucket. It's putting a hole through the shit bucket and down into the dirt. Alright, I can't believe I forgot about that one. So we got the arcade. It's probably shooting, I guess. Never played it though. Mobile 2, didn't play Mobile 3. Those are probably like short, like ghetto versions of the PS2 titles. Deluxe, The Escape. Silent Hill, The Escape. People don't know how bad. People don't know bad Silent Hill games before they've tried The Escape. So apparently there's a worse one. It's looking like what was that Resident Evil survival type game? It looks like it was just a shooter. Honestly, it looks like I would enjoy this more than Ascension and the short message, and I won't go as far as saying F. Actually, I would probably enjoy it more than F. I would go that far. It would probably be just a chillin' shooting game, but it would probably be really bad. Because survival, I know, is really off for that. For Resident Evil, survival was way away from the typical Resident Evil games back then, but I did enjoy that. And I did play that in one go. It was one of those games you had to play in one go. And it was fun. It was fun as a kid playing. Dead by Daylight, Silent Hill chapter, that was DLC. You can play as the characters. Alchemilla. What the hell is that? What is Alchemilla? Oh, it's a haunted house. It's okay. It's a walking simulator that takes place in Silent Hill. I will give it credit. It does. Oh, so it is a game? Where can you get this? Oh, it's a mod. Okay. So we're not going to include mods in here, and I'm not going to play. I'm surprised he was able to use the name. I guess because it was on Steam, you can use it, and it didn't get really popular. So, I think that's it. Silent Hill 64. Looks like a mod. They got Luigi there. You know what? Let's take a look at what that is. "7 years ago." So this guy made like a Mario 64 Silent Hill type game. Interesting, but too old for me to play. Too outdated. Born from a Wish D-Make. Duplicate. Silent Hill DS. I didn't play those. Silent Hill Townfall. Oh, that's a new one coming out. Please do not make any mistakes with that game. Cold Heart to be announced. So there's another. Man, there's just a lot of Silent Hill stuff. Streets of Rage. Metamorphones. Okay, these are all looking like mods, so. D-Make. I think that's just a video, a guy, a YouTuber that does that. Either way, I think. So the last one we're at here is PT in 2014. Okay, this one, honestly, it was puzzling. The experiences were like no other. And if someone's making a walking simulator, this is the way to do it. And another good company, a good development team that does this type of game, creators of the remake for Silent Hill 2, they've made Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear 1 I beat, and it was pretty good for a walking simulator. It was really nice. And I got Layers of Fear 2 right here. And I'm going to finish that off. I've beaten like the first 4 chapters, and it's really enjoyable. So PT was the peak, and then people are making games based upon that but expanding, and that's what Layers of Fear 2 is. I'm not going to pass final judgment until I play it all, but I played part 1 and the DLC, and I enjoyed it, but I thought it was a lower end experience. The highest peak of this type of experience is honestly Outlast 2. You cannot beat that game, and I highly recommend that to everyone. So where does PT stand on this list? Definitely over Ascension, definitely over The Short Message. Silent Hill F, no doubt about it, over that. And I know it's short, and I know it's like just walking in circles and then figuring things out, but it was still a better experience. It was a better experience than Downpour for sure, and it was a better experience than Shattered Memories. Now, do I want to rank it above Origins? I'm going to say no, because Origins had a lot to offer on a PSP, and it wasn't so bad. And again, Origins, I recall, connected to Downpour because it showed the same truck driver leaving town or something in Downpour. So, there you have it. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th place. These are the ranked orders from best to worst Silent Hill games that, in my opinion, I rank them. Score-wise, do I want to put scores on these? I don't know. It's going to be kind of tough to come up with scores on all of these on the fly without really explaining them. I'll have at it. 1 out of 10. It's lucky to even get that one. I should give it a half out of 10 for Silent Hill Ascension. Silent Hill The Short Message. I'll give them a 3 for some effort. The graphics weren't bad on PlayStation 5. It did give some horror, but I'll bump it up to a 4. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Silent Hill F, 5 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10 for Downpour. Shattered Memories, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. PT, although it was really good, it's average, 7. Silent Hill Origins, I think it's about at a 7, but I'll bump it up to 7.5. 8 out of 10 for Silent Hill 4. Silent Hill 2, I'd say a 9 out of 10. It's a good rating. Homecoming, 9.2. Silent Hill 3, 9.5. And then Silent Hill 1 is one of my favorites. So it's like the perfect experience of horror one of my first. And I'd give it a 10 out of 10. And I'd also give Silent Hill 2, the remake. I'd also give it, I think, a 10 out of 10. Yeah, these are my high peaks right here for Silent Hill games that I really enjoyed. And it's crazy because I recently enjoyed this, but it was working off a remake right here, which again, back then I didn't enjoy as much. I didn't understand as much. So I'm sure this original was just as good. But yeah, I'd give this a 10. Honestly, I want to go ahead and say this is a 9.8 because there's room to improve with the remake, which would also be a 10 if they do such a good job that this one did. So that's my scores. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. There's not much left to talk about. So on the next one, I want to do Steam versus Epic Games. So look forward to that episode. And wow, we went an hour here. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until the next Infocast.